What's up, everyone, and welcome to episode 38 of the Hella Average Gamescast. I'm your co-host, Carmin, and alongside me today is the one and only Jeremy. What's up, man?
What's up, man? Happy to be back. We're missing one muchacho, though.
I know, man. He's having those technical difficulties with his internet. I told him not to go to Kmart, but he went anyways and got the blue light special, and that's just not cutting it these days. Cam, step your game up.
You're dragging us down, bro.
Yeah, I want to give a quick recap of our weekend before we dive into our usual gambit, and we wanted to let you guys know that we recorded a slew of videos for Select Start. We are playing Shovel Knight, some more Cuphead. That you haven't seen any of our Cuphead content. It's coming. Shovel Knight and
Dragon Ball Fighters,
Doom, and some Injustice. Did the Injustice make the cut?
It did not. We lost all the audio.
Yes, we had some technical difficulties then too, so we've been going through it here at Hella Average Gaming.
Yeah, that was God taking pity on you for the ass whooping I laid down.
Man, yo, you were fucking phenomenal at Injustice. I don't even know how.
I don't either. That was the first time I'd even played.
Fucker was beating us. He'd have no health, come back and just drain us.
Oh, I was baiting y'all.
I know. Sandbagging. He says he hasn't played, but his PlayStation trophies say otherwise. So what else have you been playing any more Injustice?
I did. I delved into the story mode. I'm really enjoying it. I put about an hour and a half, maybe 2 hours into it. I can't remember where I'm at in the game. I remember now. I'm at the Green Lantern section. Just got finished fighting Aquaman, and I'm playing this on medium, but man, it seems way harder than the original. I was getting the shit kicked out of me in the first couple levels as Batman.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, I don't know. Maybe I'm just not very good with Batman, because the very next character I got to play as was Harley Quinn, and I was just rocking it left and right. I think she's my personal favorite in this one. I was pulling off some sick moves. I was linking combos into supers. I was feeding my enemies to her pet jackals, or pet hyenas. I was just clowning around, bro.
Damn, I better start practicing for the next time that we get together, because I'm sure we're gonna put that down.
Yep. And if anyone else is playing Injustice, we made our own guild. We're Hella Average Gaming.
Yeah, dive in, join. Yeah. I don't know what that entails or what perks you get, but
well, it's just like a guild in any old game. I think we got 50 spots, and it's gonna be already me and Camera in there. Carmen, you don't have the game, do you?
I have the game.
Oh, you do? Yeah. I think Carmen will take a spot. So
there's 47 spots available, and if you're lucky, we'll kick Cam out, and there'll be 48.
That's right. You ain't gonna be Blue Beetling our balls no more.
Yeah, that's right. Fuck you.
Aside from that, I also delved back into Crash Bandicoot for an hour today.
Oh, yeah.
Made zero progress.
That's so fucking terrible.
Oh, Jesus Christ. I about fucking had it with Road to Nowhere. I tried doing the fucking ropes. It's actually, I think, harder to fucking cheat that stage than it is just to do it straight up legit. I mean, yeah. I got almost to the end. I remember getting to the Tana gem bonus area, and then I just could not make this fucking bounce right to jump off a fucking turtle shell. Oh, after that, I just fucking threw it down and walked away. I was literally going to punch the shit out of something.
Damn, Jeremy.
Oh, I was raging.
That stage is so frustrating, though. It's like all the mechanics like that they haven't really taught you have to put into play. Like some of those, like the high jumps. And
yes. Oh, my God. I was just like, is there like a air dash or something I'm missing?
That would have been nice. That would be a good feature. An air dash. But have you thought about just stopping where you're at there and then just picking up on the next game?
Oh, I've already started the other two games.
Oh.
Yeah, I was really wanting I was like, maybe I just need to come back to it later. Yeah, I don't know if I'm going to beat this goddamn thing at some point, but I'm making more progress in 2 and 3, that's for sure. I'm not stuck on those.
Yeah, that level will have you slumped for a while.
Oh, Christ.
What else? Anything else?
Oh, yes, I started playing, or I got back into the Reaper Knight DLC on Shovel Knight.
Sick.
Our playthrough inspired me to go back. I was already fairly well into it. I went ahead and I defeated Treasure Knight, Tinker Knight, and Gyro Knight stages again. Now I'm on the last stage with the Enchantress. And I don't know, have you played the Reaper Knight DLC yet?
I have, but I haven't finished it, and I thought it was one of the funner ones.
Oh, definitely. I actually think I like this one a bit more than Shovel Knight himself. He controls better. He's way more powerful, but they also compensate for that by making the stages more hard and platform based. A lot more pitfalls. The bosses, however, they're a mixed bag. Some are way too easy, and some are way more difficult. I don't think I died once against any of the bosses, but Tinker Knight, he gave me a little bit of a run for my money because of all the fucking pits now you have to contend with. But dude, Gyro Knight was a fucking joke. I wrecked his ass. I wrecked his ass in like 30 seconds.
Oh damn! Yeah. Fucked him up.
Well, you know he's always airborne, and you have an air dash and keep doing it constantly. So.
Oh yeah, so you were just able to stay on him pretty well.
Oh yeah, I was able just to bounce off him over and over again.
Yeah, I think I need to finish that up. Give that another go. Give me a reason to charge my Vita.
Super fun, and I can't wait for King Knight's DLC. I think it comes out this year.
Are they doing that, or did they cut that?
I heard it's coming out this year. It's going to even have like a little mini card game in it.
I think. Yeah. Oh, if that's coming, then it's the last one.
Yeah, they said this is the last one. I hope they were going to do all the nights, but I guess not. So
yeah, I think that they're probably just ready to move on.
Yeah, I think they are already working on another game, and it's been like what 4 years since they made Shovel Knight.
Yeah, it's been a while,
and they gave us a ton of phenomenal free content. So they've earned their right to move on and make us another amazing game.
Yes, and if you haven't played Shovel Knight, highly recommend it. If you have a Vita, it plays well on the Vita. Mm-hmm. It's also a cross-buy. You'll be able to play it on your PlayStation. So you'll enjoy it on any platform that you're playing on.
Oh, yeah. So what about you, Car?
I've just been running my normal gambit of mobile games. I'm still on the Clash Royale and the Tap Titans, and then I did my placement matches in Rocket League, got bumped up to gold, which is nice. One tier higher than where I was last season. And I was just playing phenomenal last night. So the game is really, dude, it's starting to click. And I'm like going Skyborn and I'm fucking nailing the ball. And it just feels good when you play that game very well.
What's the highest tier you can get?
Grand Champion.
Oh, I thought it'd be like Platinum or something.
No, Platinum is a rank, but Platinum is just like, I think Platinum is the next one up, and then it's Diamond, Champ, and then Grand Champ, I believe.
Yeah, you'll go beyond. I may be wrong. You'll go beyond that, man. You'll get Ultra Instinct.
Oh yeah, I'm going over 9,000. And then I started Shadow of the Colossus.
Oh yeah. How are you liking it?
Oh dude, I love it. It's like bringing back memories from when I played it originally.
Yep.
And then it's like, I forgot some of the things, and then like, as soon as I did some, like on the third boss where he's, the third Colossus where he's like got that big ass sword.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that you have to let him smash onto that plate.
Oh, I realized that instantly. It's so ingrained into my brain at this point.
Yeah. He was hard to scale. That one was the hardest Colossus to scale.
Well, so far.
Yeah,
there's a lot harder. I didn't have too many big problems. I think until the big like turtle one you had to fight in the plains with the geysers. Yeah, that was the first one that really gave me some shit. And then I had some problems with that one that digs through the sand, and you gotta like ride your horse and turn back and shoot him in the eye.
Yeah, that one's gonna be tough.
And then I'm still on the 16th Colossus right now. Oh god, he's kicking the shit out of me. I beat him when I was younger, but like I can get to him, I can start climbing up him, and then I get onto like his arm, but then I don't know where to go after that.
Yeah, and sometimes it's like kind of frustrating because the mechanics aren't perfect in this game.
No. Yeah, so, there have been a couple of deaths due to like me accidentally jumping when I didn't want to, or jumping away instead of up.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was running away from this one, and because you're on that raised platform near the water?
Yes.
I ended up, I fell off, and then I fell off the second tier underneath me. Dicks. So I was back in the water, and I'm like, I'm just going to turn it off. That was what I was telling myself. Like, I'm just going to turn the game off, like, I'm frustrated. And then I was like, no, like, this big bitch is not about to make me turn the game off. Like, I'm going back up there, and I'm fucking him up.
It's funny you mention that, because when I fought the third Colossus, I got up to his head and I was hitting him in the weak spot. And then I found out there was like a photo capture mode. I was like, oh, this is awesome. So I kind of like, you like turn it around. It's all in like 3D. And like, he had like the blood splurting out. I was like, oh, I'm going to take a picture. And I took a picture and I like saved it. And as soon as I unpaused the game, I forgot to hold down the hold button and I fell all the way down. I had to climb back up. I was just like, God damn it! What the fuck did I do that for?
Oh, dude, I would have raged. I would have just been. I would have had to walk away for at least 5 minutes and be like, "Look, it's okay. You can climb back up him."
I might have quit at that point, but he was almost dead. He was like one sword stab away. I was like, "Nah, he's going down."
Yeah, I missed the jump trying to get from like his arm to his chest.
Oh, that's infuriating.
Or his stomach, and I was like, "Oh, I got to do this again." And then I was still like flustered from him not doing the attack that I needed him to do for me to climb on him.
Mm-hmm.
So, but I'm totally impressed with it. It's a great game for $40. You can't beat it,
dude. I got it for $30 thanks to Amazon.
Hey,
yeah. I was like, this is a phenomenal remake right here.
Yeah, it's done very well.
And there's what I really like too is they added some more stuff. They still have the time trials, but have you found any of like the hidden coins in the game?
I found one, but I couldn't collect it. I didn't know what to do.
Oh, you just press R2.
Oh.
Yeah, it's just like when you like shoot fruit or like lizard tails. You just pick it up with R2. Keep in mind though, there's like 72 of those bad boys.
Oh wow.
They're hidden everywhere, and you won't be able to get them until like New Game Plus. There's a ton of them, but you get a pretty cool reward for getting them all. So I plan to try and do it, but you're gonna have to do several playthroughs to get all of them.
Oh wow, yeah, I'm sure there's a ton of guides out there for all of that. So.
Oh yeah, there's already a walkthrough video where they all are and how to get them.
That's dope. Yeah, I'm excited to get back in there. I'll probably do like 3 or 4 more Colossus over the next few days.
Oh yeah, it's. I was the same way. It's the perfect game where you can just pick up, do like 2 or 3 Colossi, and then just take a break and come back later.
Yeah, so pretty stoked about that. Other than that, that's about it.
Mm-hmm.
And the new release front is kind of weak. I really don't know anything about the 3 games that I found with the highest ratings on Metacritic, which we all know Metacritic is the end-all, be-all of video games. So I got Apex Construct on PS4, The Station, which is on PS4 and Xbox One, and Layers of Fear Legacy on the Switch. I have no idea.
Only one I've heard of is Layers of Fear. It's been out, I think, for a year now on Xbox and PlayStation.
Oh wow!
It's a horror game. It's first person. It's basically you're like a painter, I think, who's walking through his art gallery, and just a bunch of weird shit happens. It was one of those kind of clickbaity YouTube Let's Play bait for a while, but it wasn't particularly good, so a lot of people abandoned it pretty quick. Bunch of jump scares, not a whole lot there.
Yeah, well, maybe it's a new experience on the Switch. Who knows?
Now you can get jump scared on the plane, on a train, and the automobiles.
I know, like, that's the worst place to be getting scared. Like, yeah, on your commute to work on the train, and then you're jumping around, and never mind.
Oh, Lord! Oh, that thing that came at me.
Fucking thing jumps at you, just Gronk spike your Switch. It's done for. I believe Apex Construct is a VR first-person shooter.
That's probably why I never heard of it.
And then The Station is no idea. I didn't get enough information from the little blurb I read on it. So if you're playing any of these games, let us know how they are in the comments below, and we'd greatly appreciate that. On to what we come here to do every week, and that's discuss the news. And we can kick that off with the March games with gold. I don't believe Sony's released what they're going to give us in March, but Microsoft is on it. For the Xbox One, we get Trials of the Blood Dragon and Super Hot.
Now, Trials of the Blood Dragon, that's the Far Cry DLC, isn't it?
Well, it's like a mix between the motocross game Trials and then a mix between the Far Cry Blood Dragon DLC.
Oh.
I have no fucking idea.
I have got to look that up. I thought that was the Blood Dragon, the 80s DLC for Far Cry.
I might be wrong. I'm going to give it a look real quick. Trials of the Blood Dragon. The year is 2019. The future is bad. Discover an epic single-player experience with the unique combination of competitive, precise, physics-based Trials gameplay and rather less precise gun-toting, ball-swinging, neon-drenched Blood Dragon action. This sounds wild.
It's one of these, like, it is like Trials Fusion from the looks of it. I mean, it's not up my alley.
No,
I like the design. Don't get me wrong. I love that 80s ass.
Yeah, the artwork
neon
looks
pink and
dope.
shit.
The game looks
Yeah.
cool. It's probably worth a play. You know, like give it like maybe like a half hour.
That's probably
It's
all
free.
I give it. Yeah, for free.
Yeah, and if it clicks, it's something that you might finish. If not, then hey, you move on. Super Hot has been out for a while, but it looks pretty fun.
And I'd probably play that more than I would that Trials game, but I wouldn't play it for very long either. That looks like something that would be better in VR versus just, standard.
Yeah, and Super Hot was a VR game.
Oh, so you can't play this regular?
No, you can. It's going to be a
okay.
regular experience on the Xbox, but I do believe for PC, Super Hot is a VR game.
Ah, yes. I've heard it's one of the better VR games.
Yeah, it's Super Hot VR. It's a brutal game from what I've seen. It kind of reminds me of when you were talking about Bulletstorm. I think if you want to check this game out, it's definitely worth a shot. Like always, the games are free. You can't beat it. Download them. If you still have a 360 and you're playing that, you're kind of getting some whack games. You're getting Brave, and that's the Disney movie with the...
Oh, yeah. Wow, that is... Whew.
And you're getting Quantum Conundrum, which I'm unsure what that is, but I will definitely take a look really quick.
Wow, Brave.
Yeah.
Well, I can't complain. We got that fucking Kung Fu Panda Masters of whatever.
Oh, yeah, the fighter.
Yeah.
That game was fucking trash. So this Brave game is probably up its alley.
Yeah, well, Cam bought it, or not bought it, downloaded it, played it for like 15 minutes, then deleted it, I think.
Yeah. Quantum Conundrum, though, for the 360 has pretty good reviews on Steam. That's where I'm just looking it up really quick. It's published by Square Enix, and it's like a find and rescue type game, and you're using like these crazy inventions that your uncle has created, and you switch between dimensions and solve puzzles. So probably a pretty fun game. It kind of like reminds me of Portal a bit, mixed with a little like an escape type game that we used to play like on like the Flash games and shit. Did you ever do those?
Not really, but I'm looking at it now, and I like the art style in this.
Yeah, dude, the game looks nice. So
this is one I would try.
Yeah,
it was like a puzzle game.
Yeah, and if it just frustrates you, you just turn it off and then you just move on. But the art style kind of reminds me of what's the name of it? I can't think.
It's got pretty damn good reviews. 9 out of 10, 8 out of 10, 77 on Metacritic.
This, like, out of 980 reviews, 84% of them are positive. So, and the game came out in 2012. Puzzle, first-person shooter, platformer. It's got a lot going for it. So,
kind of has like an Incredibles look to it a little bit.
Yeah, that's
some kind of like Pixar look.
Yeah, and for it to be a 360 game, it's crispy.
Nice.
So, definitely check out Quantum Conundrum. Don't waste your time on Brave unless you're a Brave fan or you have a young child. But other than that, we can keep it moving. I know you don't play Fortnite, but Fortnite's getting another slew of updates. And the latest and greatest is turbo building, which is going to be phenomenal. It's going to save people a lot of time, not having to go into menus and do all these things to continue building, and it's going to automatically switch between materials because you have 3 different materials in this game. So that's going to be super cool. You're going to be able to get your stairway to heaven a lot faster and build your towers full of stairs and all that shit with your teammates. So
was that a common complaint from players that the building was too slow?
I don't think it was too slow because I've seen people throw up some shit real fast, but this is just a quality of life thing.
That's good though. I'm glad to see that they're paying attention though and still coming out with these updates.
Yeah, that they're not losing sight of the big picture, which is, leading this genre.
Exactly.
And it's like, everybody, I'm tired of talking about these survival games, but they're just like Fortnite's crushing it, and it's hard to deny that.
It seems like every time I hear about Fortnite, it's more positive things, like it's getting more players and they're doing more stuff. And PUBG, it's either stagnant or they're losing players from the sound of it.
And then with H1Z1, just to, circle all the way back, they're struggling to get their footing. And
I heard, yeah.
And this was a game that was about to become big. It was going, it's in the esports. And now it's, questionable how long will they last in esports, and is PUBG going to take their spot, or is Fortnite going to be the next big thing?
Oh, I'm sure one or the other will take its spot. I don't think it's going to last much longer.
Yeah, so I'm excited to see where it goes, and will continue to go. I love the game. I think it's worth a shot. You haven't played it yet, have you?
I have not.
Dude, it's free.
I know.
Just download it and give it a go. Like, play squad. Like, one night, me, you, and Cam should play squads.
I might be down to do that.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
Pretty enjoyable.
Okay.
But we can move on. Video game movies. We're getting
Ooh, boy.
another one, and I'm not so sure that this one is going to be a hit.
Ooh. What is it, Carmin?
Sonic the Hedgehog.
Sonic the Hedgehog.
And it's not just an animated movie. They're going to do the mix between live action and animation, similar to the Detective Pikachu movie that's coming out. So I'm like, I don't know how to feel about this.
Well, let's put it this way. No one likes any of the Sonic the Hedgehog games where he interacts with human beings. They all like the games where it's just him in his cartoon fantasy world, because it's just disturbing as fuck to see this gigantic one-eyed hedgehog with chicken legs that don't connect to his round body interacting with photorealistic human beings. It's unnerving.
Yeah, and then, like, how are they going to make him look, like, in the human world? Like, I feel like Sonic would be a pretty gnarly-looking motherfucker outside of video games.
I would think, honestly, he's going to look exactly like he does in the video game. They're going to just make him look like just a big old cartoon character. But it's just... Video game movies in general suck. I mean, we can all agree on that. This just sounds like fucking ass. I mean, Nintendo is making that Mario movie, and like the idea or not, at least they're smart enough to go 100% animation.
Yeah, but with the Mario movie, they said if like they can't get like a clear plan, that they'll cancel it.
That's even smarter. If you don't have a good idea for it, just don't even do it.
Yeah, like, okay, it's cool to make all these animations, but like you said, like, if you're not going to do it right, don't do it.
We know, like, I was reading last night, too, they were going to make a Sly Cooper movie, and they released a trailer for it, and I thought it looked pretty good. The animation was really slick. It didn't really show anything. It was a teaser trailer of, like, them and getting in their getaway van and getting the hell out of there. But I was like, man, I saw that trailer like 3 years ago. Where's that at? And it looks like it's been put on indefinite hiatus and possibly canceled because the Ratchet and Clank movie did so poorly.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. And I watched the Ratchet and Clank movie, and I thought it wasn't terrible, but it wasn't very good either. It was just the definition of mediocre.
It just fit right in for video game movies.
Well, actually, that's the thing. It stood out from video game movies by not being an utter piece of shit. Of course, I'm not a Ratchet and Clank fan, so I couldn't say like how accurate it was. But it was definitely watchable. I mean, the animation was really good. The voice acting was great. It was just kind of slow paced and dull. You know, I didn't find any of the jokes. There was like a couple of funny jokes, but honestly, I couldn't even really remember hardly anything about the movie.
Oh wow!
You know,
well, I missed it. I didn't even know that this movie existed.
Oh, it was on Netflix. It went to theaters and it just kind of went out pretty quick. But I think Sony saw how bad this did and they were just like, yeah, we're just gonna just cancel that old Sly Cooper. I'm like, yeah, that's probably for the best. If you can't do it right, don't even try.
Yep. The Ratchet and Clank games are good though. I played them.
You know what? I played the one on the PS3 and I just could not get into it. I love the art style, I love the world, but I just couldn't get into the gameplay. You know, I don't know, just something about it, which is funny.
I think that it's going to make an appearance on the PS4 at some point.
It's already got a PS4 game.
I don't think that it's done. Did I lose you?
I can hear you now.
Okay.
Yeah, I think we had some slowdown.
Yeah. So did you hear when I said that I think that Ratchet and Clank will make an appearance on the PS4?
Yes, and I already said they have been on the PS4.
Have they?
Yeah, they had a game come out when the movie came out. It's just called Ratchet and Clank.
Oh.
I've heard it's actually really good. You can probably get it for super cheap.
All right, I'm going to look into that because I'm dying for another platformer to drive me bonkers.
I guarantee you can get it for less than $20.
Sweet. I'll report back on this next week.
Yep.
So, off of the movie front, what do you think about the Switch getting the Mega Man Legacy Collection 1 and 2?
Well, I always knew it was coming. I mean, there's no reason for it not to. These are fantastic fit for the Switch. I mean, why not? They started on the Nintendo. The only real problem I have with this is that the physical collection only comes with the first collection on card. The second collection you have to download.
Oh.
Yeah,
that's kind of fucked up.
I don't know why you couldn't just put all the games on the one fucking SD card. They take up no space.
Yeah, I can't imagine that the space is much at all.
I could fit the entire all these games on a fucking watch at this point. They take up so little memory.
Fuck.
But there is something interesting I saw where if you can buy the collection digitally and it's actually $5 cheaper than buying it physical. Yeah.
Well, that's good. I figured that's how it should be. I always find it funny when I buy a game digitally, it's the same price as the physical unit.
And I could have sworn, I remember when games started going digital, I thought Sony had said that they were going to have the games be cheaper digitally. Even if it was just by $5. I mean, give a reason. This is, again, this is another reason why I usually buy physical. Because if I buy digital, it's because it's either a game that's so small it takes up no space on my hard drive, or it's because it's on like a really cheap sale.
I go all digital. I don't really like having all the game cases and all of that.
But I just don't see why they couldn't offer a $5 discount.
They could, but I don't know how the metrics have changed in that front. That how many games are they pressing out in comparison to when digital games didn't exist?
I don't know. I don't know. I also don't know how much packaging costs too. I know the discs don't cost shit. You can get those for pennies. But it's all the other stuff. I guarantee the case costs more than the disc.
Yeah, and then, they gotta print all the artwork, and they gotta proof all these things, and, I mean, a lot goes into it, but I just wonder, have you gone to GameStop or wherever you buy your games, and has your game been sold out?
A couple times, yeah.
Wow. I remember as a kid, sometimes I had to hunt a game for weeks.
That was definitely a bigger problem as a kid. That's the thing. Whenever a big game comes out, I'm usually not worried about finding it. I know, when I went and got Monster Hunter, I knew it was going to be in the store because it's a huge game. But yeah, I remember one game I bought Berserk on PS4, Dynasty Warriors style game based on the anime. I knew that wasn't going to be in any fucking store because it's a niche item. So when that happens, I go straight to Amazon and either buy it there or pre-order it.
That's cool. Smart.
The only time I pre-order games anymore, I don't go to GameStop at all unless it's to pre-order some kind of special edition I have to have day one. And I think the last time I did that was Final Fantasy 15, and that was it.
Yeah, the occurrences of wanting that day one bundle is few and far between.
Don't worry, there have been some sweet ass fucking collector's editions, but I'm not made of money. I ain't spending $400 on the Dark Souls trilogy.
No, fuck no.
Oh,
it's really not worth it.
No, I was tempted to get the Dragon Ball Fighter Z collector's edition with that sweet ass Goku statue, but no, I'm not paying. I think it's $160, and I got a sweet ass Goku statue over there on my Blu-ray case. Anyway, I'm good to go.
Speaking of statues and collectibles, I'm looking at my Winston.
Yeah.
That I had hanging on my computer, and he's broken / missing a piece.
What?
Yeah, straight out of the box.
Was the box open when you got it?
No, but hang on 1 second. I'm gonna go grab the box and see if the piece is in there.
Okay.
It's kind of driving me wild. One second, guys.
That's fucked up.
The worst part is, Jeremy, the fucking piece isn't there.
What piece is missing?
It's on his back.
Is it a piece of his suit or something?
Yeah, it's a little wing.
Oh, that's fucked up, man.
Holy shit. I gotta get a 360 view of this shit, because if that thing's broken, it's going back.
Well, it was a funny thing, because when I got my Pickle Rick Funko Pop, it shipped a month late, and when I got it, the box was already open. I mean, the thing wasn't broken at all, but it was I could see a little scuff on there, but it came right off. But I was like, what the fuck is this third-rate shit?
Somebody fucking played with your Pickle Rick.
No one plays with my pickle without my consent.
And I got a Mr. Poopy Butthole.
Oh, that's fucking awesome.
Yeah, he's so fucking cool right now. That's what I'm just checking him out. But now I'm a little bummed out about my Winston.
That sucks. Where'd you get it?
My wife ordered it on Amazon, I believe. So.
See, that's where I got my Pickle Rick on Amazon.
So I gotta get a 360 view of this guy, and then we'll be able to
You have to send me a picture of your poopy butthole.
Yeah, dude, I'll send it. He's hanging out next to a minion with a crown on.
You saw my poopy butthole on the mantle, didn't you?
Yes, I saw it.
Yeah. Got him at Target.
That's what's up. So, moving on, back off of our squirrel moment. Have you ever heard of this basketball player, Shaq?
Shaquille O'Neal. If I remember correctly. Isn't he like 10 feet tall and his wife is like 3 feet tall?
Yeah, dude. It's like he's a big ass dude. His wife is super small. He used to break the fuck out of backboards.
Oh, I remember that.
I think he did that shit on purpose. Like, he knew that he could just smash him, so he would just grab on and just hold on and yam it.
I remember him having a really shitty game on the SNES and Sega Genesis back in the day.
Man, that game was something serious. I still have a Shaq Fu cartridge at home.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, man, you got to bring that over for the next Let's Play.
I'll do it. I'll make sure to grab it. I thought the game, like, it had horrible mechanics. It was super fucking hard. It was frustrating. But, like, I want to say the final boss, his name was, like, Nesius or something.
He was, like, some kind of, like, mummy wearing, like, armor or something, or, like, football gear, I think.
Yeah, and it turned out to be, like, a crippled kid or something. I can't remember.
Yeah.
It was all fucked up. But apparently, it's getting a sequel, and it's more of a beat-em-up style instead of a fighter.
Oh, I knew it was getting a sequel, but I didn't know. I thought it was going to be another straight-up, fighter.
No, it's like more of like the beat-em-up.
Like a Final Fight, Streets of Rage kind of deal.
Yeah, dude. So It's going to be pretty cool. You're going to get to play as Shaq, and it got delayed. It was supposed to be out a while ago. They either did an Indiegogo or a Kickstarter for this, so they crowdfunded it. And it just pulled on all the nostalgia strings for everybody who played Shaq Fu. And so I'm excited to see this game come out. It's coming out on every console, PS4, Xbox One, PC. It may even be going on some of the legacy consoles. It might go to 360. I'm not sure. I'd have to look it up. But the artwork looks pretty cool. Have you seen any of it?
Oh, yeah. I like the stylized look of it. They didn't like the original. They went for realistic. This one, they just said, fuck it. We're going to make Shaq into like fucking Jiren from Dragon Ball Super. Just no head. The thing is, though, like, I was thinking about this, and I'm sitting here going, why the fuck would you make this game? But then I'm sitting here going, well, you can't make it any worse than the original, so you only have up to go. And if they could actually make this game playable and decent, you could probably make some money off of this.
Oh, yeah, dude. It's going to sell just based on, like, the humor of it. And since it got delayed, I'm trying to remember what game that this developer also... Oh, NBA Playgrounds.
Okay.
So because there was a delay on Playgrounds online play for the Switch, anybody who bought the game before, I think, June 10th of 2017 is going to get a free copy of this game as, like, we're going to make it right to you.
That's pretty sweet.
Yeah, so...
Man, I hope that they have DLC for this game, and one of the DLCs is a steel costume for Shaq.
Yo, that would be so cool.
Oh my god, that'd be so fucking amazing.
Yeah, and apparently, like, there's supposed to be, like, boss fights. Like, all your boss fights are, like, first, like, you're fighting celebrities, and at one point, there was Icy Hot in the game. Like, I'm not sure if all these things made the cut, but
I hope this is, like, fourth wall breaking, super tongue-in-cheek. Like, they know it's stupid, and they just embrace the hell out of it.
Yeah, they should. Like, they should make it as humorous as possible. Make the gameplay fun. Like, make it that you want to, like, just go in there and just smash shit.
Yeah. You know, if this turns out good, I might download this. I was really sitting there just going, what the fuck is this? But the more I hear about it, this is sounding kind of fun.
Yeah, like, it could, like, you could do, like, a speed run, like, just smash everything. Just go, go, go. Like, I can't wait to see this game in action.
Are they getting Shaq to do the voice, too?
I think
they've
so.
got to. They've got to.
Yeah, I'm sure. Like, it would be too funny not to have Shaq do his own voice.
And I want him, and he's a terrible actor, so I hope he just really just lays it on.
Yeah, dude.
Just, this is Shaq. I've come to kick your butt.
Pass me the ball.
I was in the movie Kazam, which a lot of people thought I was Sinbad. That was not me. That was me.
So that's who I've had Sinbad confused with?
Yeah, a lot of people. There's actually like this Mandala, or whatever they call it, the Mandala effect, where everyone thought there was this movie with Sinbad called Shazam, but it was actually Shaquille O'Neal, and it was called Kazam.
Oh, wow.
He was a genie that lived in a boombox.
That's
It was
wild.
shit. It was shit. It was... It came out at the same time as Battlefield Earth, so that gives you an idea of how shit it was.
Oh. Yeah, it's probably pretty ass-tastic. And plus, Shaq has no right acting. I don't even like him when he's commentating on NBA games.
No, he's a really cool guy from what I've heard, and I'm not trying to throw any shade his way. He just cannot act. No, not at all.
It'll be interesting to see what happens. I'll be keeping an eye on this. We'll just continue moving on. Have you ever played a game on your phone where you pull back a little bird and you launch his ass into little green pigs?
I've actually not, but I have heard of these birds of anger that you speak of.
Yes, these are some angry birds. And the game has been a classic for mobile. Like, the game really started to set the tone for solid games on your mobile phone that were fun, that kept you involved. And they're actually about to venture into esports.
How?
You're going to get to play Angry Birds for money, which basically it's going to be, you have to be 18 to play. And I think it's like you buy in and then you're playing to get a high score. So
it's not so much head-to-head competition. It's just high score chasing.
Yeah, but it's like, I think it's going to be like a tournament based. So like me, you, Cam, and 7 other friends buy into this tournament, so then it's 10 people, and then we're fighting to see who can get the highest score or destroy the most buildings or pigs or whatever. It's called Angry Birds Champions. It's coming to iOS, or it may already be out on iOS.
It just it doesn't. This doesn't sound like a very fun watch to me.
No, I don't think it will be fun to watch. I think it's a grab at trying to see if these games can be monetized more easily, which I think that they already do that by offering, in-app purchases and little loot crates, and that's what the mobile industry is all about.
Well, they have in-game advertisements as well.
Yeah, so that's all these things are being paid for, and apparently they're giving away like big money, like $500,000 a day.
Ooh, that is big money.
Yeah, like that's wild. Like I'm gonna see if I can get some better numbers.
I know the sad thing is, I'm sitting here thinking, is anyone actually going to watch this? I'm like, well, yeah. I remember I had 2 young cousins, and they were fucking excited for an Angry Birds movie.
Yeah, it's going to be hard, though, because for them to get this going, because, this is gambling at its finest.
Well, is it gambling? You're paying to enter a tournament. That's not really the same thing, is it?
I think there's laws around it where you can't have cash tournaments like this. But.
Really? Because, I mean, esports, when you enter, like, the Overwatch League, you got to pay a fee to get your team in.
Yeah, that's true. But they probably are playing in a state where that's allowed. I'm interested to see how long this lasts. I think they cut their fan base by making it 18+.
I think the vast majority of their fan base is under 18.
Yeah, and I mean, I used to enjoy playing the games, but it's like I don't get as much fun out of it because it's like I played Angry Birds 1. You do everything in Angry Birds 1. Okay, so then you play the second Angry Birds, and they added a new mechanic. So then you play that, but you don't finish the game, and then before you know it, they have Angry Birds Star Wars, and you really just don't give a fuck anymore. It's like, whatever.
That's when you know they're just milking the shit out of it.
Yeah, now they're looking to get you in there, and now they just want to get back in your pocket, which is what this is. They're going to give away money, but they're going to make a ton more.
Yeah, it sounds like a move to stay relevant, because I can't remember the last time anyone even talked or even mentioned Angry Birds.
Yeah, the last time we talked about them was that shitty movie they put out.
Mm-hmm. That was probably, 2 years ago? 3?
Yeah. It's like, I haven't thought about them. Nothing looks fresh about this. It's like, I see the same birds that were in the game. There's no new birds. There's no new anything. Same old pigs.
Yeah, I was hoping that they would have made a brand new game for this. Make it actually somehow interesting to watch with some skill involved.
Yep. I think that, they could do, if they add more birds, they could probably do like a Dota or a League of Legends type Angry Birds.
Mm-hmm.
Like a MOBA. I think that could work for them, but still, it's it's a grab to try to get into esports. It's not easy to break this scene, and I don't think that mobile is the way to not a game like this. Like I think the Clash Royale works because it's a head-to-head battle.
I mean, the only real esport games out there are what? Dota, League of Legends, Overwatch,
CS:GO.
Yeah, not much.
League. Yeah, it's not. You don't see. There's not like a million games going on at these LANs. It's like 5 or 6 games, and that's it. And that's what they're focused on. And
if you notice too, all these games are head-to-head competition.
Yeah,
they're not score chasers.
And it's not like it's not tournament like where we're all just going at it at one time. It's like we got to get through stage 1, we got to get through stage 2, and so on and so on and so on and so on. So
it's just a lot less interesting, you know.
Yeah. And people crack these Angry Birds games. It's like you can go on now and like if you were playing the Star Wars version, I'm sure you could look up Angry Birds Star Wars level 2-1 and you know, they'll tell you exactly how you need to move your person. So people are going to learn this. Well, unless it's systematically generated and
I was going to say that it's probably like randomly generated every day. Since you said it was a daily prize?
Yeah, I believe they're just like there's just a lot going on. I'd have to try to find some more information on it,
but that would make more sense because if you're offering $500,000 to beat stages that are already there, you're gonna have people who have already cracked this shit.
Yeah, it's not gonna be in.
We got speedrunners who can glitch their way through Super Metroid in like 12 minutes. So yeah. they're cracking Angry Birds for $500,000
without a doubt. People are already thinking about it. So. I'm interested to see what happens, and I may get on there, and maybe they'll give us like a free $1 or a free $2, and I'll be able to play. But I don't plan on investing any money into this.
Nah,
it's not even worth the risk. It's like you can gamble on some things, but this is just not one of them because somebody's gonna have an app on their phone that gives them the ideal trajectory, and then they're gonna milk it, and Rovio could lose their ass. Keep your eye out on that. If you're going to play Angry Birds Champions, let us know how much money you lose. We'd appreciate that. I got one last bit of news, and that's around Rocket League, another game that I'm pretty big on.
Never mentioned Rocket League. What are you talking about?
Oh, the Rocket League.
Rocket League.
But they're adding tournaments directly in the game on PC. It's in beta right now, and I think that is huge. But what that does, though, to the esports scene, like the smaller scene, is that now with the tournaments, like, why do we need an external website, Like, a lot of people use, like, Smash, or they use some other bracket builder, and that's how they're running their tournaments. So now, if this is in the game, you're cutting out a lot of the middlemen that help build up your esports scene, and that are really keeping it thriving. So I'm really intrigued as to what these websites are going to do to combat an in-game feature like this.
Well, it depends, too, if they do it right. If this turns out to be like some Nintendo level of Splatoon headset bullshit, where you connect 48 different things to your phone to use voice chat instead of just using Discord, people might just go back to these other websites.
Yeah, it's a good possibility, but I don't see them fucking this up. They're like,
oh no, I doubt they will. I mean, it's just a bracket system and so forth.
Yeah, and I mean everything else that they've done with this game has been over the top and phenomenal. So,
but also, people take this shit seriously. They get super competitive, so it can. If they just don't like the feel of the bracket system, they might go back to whatever old website they had.
Yeah. It's gonna be a little shakedown, and if it doesn't work out, then they're gonna work out a lot of the kinks during this beta. But the thing that I'm most excited about, they announced the DC Superhero DLC coming on March 5th, and with that, you're getting 2 new cars that you'll be able to purchase. You'll be able to get the Dark Knight Rises Tumbler, and you'll be able to get the original 1989 T-Mobile as a playable car. So, always cool.
That is awesome.
Yeah, they got the Batman vs. Superman Batmobile, the real flat one. That one's already in the game.
Okay.
It's a favorite for people to play with because it's flat, it's easy to dribble with, you can really knock the ball super hard. But what this DLC is going to bring is a bunch of decals, player banners, wheels, and they're going to be themed after DC heroes. So you got Aquaman, Batman, Cyborg, Flash, Green Arrow, Green Lantern, Superman, Wonder Woman, and then an overall blanket for just DC Comics in general. Yeah, dude, it's pretty big. Like, they're knocking it down with the people that they're partnering with. Like, you're partnered up with Warner Brothers, you're partnered up with Hot Wheels. You're just crushing it. Like, I want to know what else they're going to do, and then if they plan on just really just finessing Rocket League, is there a sequel in the works, or what's to come? How do you stay fresh?
That is a good question, because Rocket League is still very popular. It makes me wonder, is there a reason to make a sequel? Or do you just keep improving on what you have?
I agree. I think that they should just continue on. I don't think that it needs to be a sequel, or it doesn't need to happen yet. It's like the scene needs to get super huge, and then they need to. But it's you dive into the new game, and then you're not sure if the success is going to be the same, or if people are going to want to play the new game, or what do you do different from Rocket League to Rocket League 2 if there is supposed to be a thing.
And if they made a new one, it could technically be better in almost every way, but it could just still be a flop because so many people prefer the original. That's why so many people still play Counter-Strike 2 or Smash Melee.
Yeah, it's just that they don't want to go to the new game because it's just not as good.
Yeah. I mean, like, technically, almost pretty much every Smash game is better than its last incarnation, but just there's one that sticks. That could be what's going on with Rocket League. That's
a good point. I agree. I don't see the reason to push past this game yet. No, eventually they'll have to, but
yeah, it's still got plenty of sticking power right now.
Yeah, they have plenty of firepower, so I'm excited for this DLC. I'll be probably purchasing the cars. They're usually like $2 a piece, $1.99 or something, so it's not that bad, and it's fun to play with them and see how they are. The Tumbler looks real fucking clunky, but I bet it's going to be a blast to play with.
I had to ask, do these cars like feel different, or are they just complete skins?
No, they feel different. They have different hitboxes. There's no stats for the cars other than the hitboxes, so it's not like the sporty car is the fastest. They're all the same speed.
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Like, I would think, like, bigger cars would have like bigger hitboxes but be slower. Smaller cars had smaller hitboxes but they're faster.
Yeah, it's just the way the ball reacts to what it's hitting. Like, people like the flatter cars because you can drop the ball on them and dribble a little better. But you might be able to get a harder hit off of a car that has a little more mass to it. But it doesn't have a power rating. It's just how you manipulate the hitbox. It's science. I don't know. It's fucking nuts. People that figure out... It's like, how do you even start to even want to break down the fact that one car has a hitbox that's X and the other one is Y and so on? I don't enjoy games like that. I don't find that enjoyment in digging that stuff up. But look out for this DLC if you're still playing Rocket League, which I'm sure a bunch of you are that listen. Definitely check this out. But other than that, I think that covers all of our news. You got anything else, Jeremy?
Nothing to add.
Well then, I guess I'm going to walk them on out. We're still working on getting the updates on our website. We've just been super busy, so just check us out on HellaAverageGaming.com. The website's getting updated weekly. I try to catch up on all the content. If you haven't liked us on Facebook, go and do that. Follow us on Twitter. Subscribe to us on YouTube, SoundCloud, Stitcher, iTunes, Google Play. If you want Cam to get better internet, support us on Patreon.com. And on that note, stay hella average.
Good night, y'all.